major technical difficulties, but we are here. We've got it. I am here with my very good friend, the Donovan. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Thank you for hanging in there. We had to adjust a couple of things and get some stuff set up, but we are here now. You just saw the premiere of the opener. Thank you, Lauren Harris, for making that. We are so excited to be here, and I cannot wait to get started. So I need to breathe. I need a fucking drink or something. I need a drink.
I told you we need a cocktail.
We need a cocktail, damn it.
I told you.
If you knew what we went through in the last couple of minutes, you would understand why we say that. But we are here. Yes. All is well. Woosah.
We're looking fabulous.
Yes, we do. Actually. We do look fabulous.
It's the new year. I need to lose 20 pounds already, but that's okay. We'll just pretend that I'm very thin.
You are very thin. You look fabulous. Well, I am so glad to be here. Thank you so much. And we are in the home of the Donovan because we obviously can't transport this magnificent antique grand piano anywhere. So I came to him. And we were on time, but we had some technical difficulties. We worked it out, though. So we're here right now, and we are ready. And I want you guys to comment, to interact on Facebook. We're going to be checking everything. And, I will be getting up here and there and different things like that. But we will get started. So, Donovan, thank you so much. And just tell them a little bit about you.
Well, first of all, hello, everyone. I am the Donovan.
The Donovan, yes.
The only. And you know what? Actually, not so late. Listen, if this was my production, you would have been seeing us 30 minutes from now. So you did really good. I'm so excited.
We're only 10 minutes late. That's it.
We're early. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Yeah. Voila, we're here. But okay, I'm the Donovan. I am many things. I don't know how I would just generally describe myself, but I'm a musician. Mm-hmm. I'm a servant of the arts. That's what I generally like to call myself.
I love that.
I've dedicated my entire life to the art, craft, and science of music. You know, so I'm a classically trained concert pianist. It's what I do. It's what I live for. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I'm a philanthropist. You know, I have a nonprofit organization, so I'm always trying to give back to the community as much as I can.
And we're going to get into all of that. Trust me, guys. We got a lot to squeeze into a short amount of time, so we're going to get into all the facets of who the Donovan is.
Yes.
So first of all, let's start. Where did the name come from? The Donovan.
That's my name I was born with.
I know, but where did the come from? Because you corrected me. Like when we first met, I kept calling you Donovan. He's like, no, darling, it's the Donovan.
Darling. So listen. Okay, it takes some getting used to. I'm aware of that. But the Donovan. Mm-hmm. There are a million Donovans running around. I'm just not that person. So I am the one, the only.
Yes, you are.
The Donovan. I don't mind correcting. It's okay. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what I mean? You can go there. But, honestly, all jokes aside, I started seriously going by the Donovan, like demanding that, I go by nothing else when I was maybe 16.
Okay.
15, 16. Okay. When I was 12, I was like, okay, I'm the Donovan.
Okay.
But, my mom was like, child, I'm not, I named you, you know what I mean? I'm like, but then it's like, okay, now, we have no other choice, darling.
Okay.
It must be.
It works. It works. I can't imagine you anything else but the Donovan. So it works. It works. Now we've got lots to share with you guys tonight. We're hoping, we're praying. I need y'all to comment. Please play, Donovan. Please play. So we're gonna hope and pray that he's gonna play for us tonight. Share with you, and we're gonna share all the things. Now you just had something magnificent with your nonprofit. You just had a holiday spectacular. So talk about that just a little bit, and then we'll get into how all that started. And maybe you'll be in the mood to grace us with something.
Okay. Can we click this? I'm just curious so that we can see. Does that work?
Okay, we can because I'm on his computer. So let us see.
I'm just curious. Yes. Oh, okay. Great.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mike.
so we do. Okay, yeah. If you are on Facebook and you're watching this, if you're connected to StreamYard, we can actually. Okay, like I
They
can
don't have to
actually
be connected to StreamYard.
see. I can actually bring it up like
Oh,
this. See, isn't that
yes.
cool?
Great opening.
Mike
Thanks,
Blocker,
Mike.
that's my dude right there. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Mike, tell us how beautiful we are. I'm having a PR nightmare here.
That's okay.
Hate this angle, darling, but it's okay. No, so I started my organization. Okay,
First of all, what's the name of it?
the Donovan's Venom. Okay,
Donovan's Venom.
the Donovan's Venom. So let me address the name.
Yes, please.
People are always like, Venom, that's just such a dark name. Why Venom? You know, but I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I was a troubled child. Some would say anyway. I thought it was perfect, but that's not the point. The point is, you know, so many times we get negative things that come our way, right? But we have the potential to turn even venom into something positive.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So what is your venom? Because we all have something in us that's venomous, right? So my venom is music, love, and light. So that's just basically, you know, how I got the name. And it's a pun off my last name, which is Vernon.
Yep.
But yeah, we started, the organization has been an inception, you know, it got its inception in 2014. Okay. But I just started actively doing service in 2020. It was so much going on. I was like, okay, my services are needed.
Absolutely.
So we started in June 17th is when we got our 501c3. And oh my goodness, since then we had our first semester of completely free music lessons.
That's incredible right there. When I first found out about that, I was shocked right there.
Yeah.
So this man gives free music lessons.
I have to play something.
Okay. Good. We're gonna play something.
Just for like a few seconds, because oh my gosh, how do I look in this angle? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just play, baby. Just play.
So this is it. Okay.
Awesome.
Just a little bit of something.
Oh my God.
Now, this is my baby. She is 107. She was made in 1917.
Wow.
So she's like 103, 104.
Wow.
So I never really play her. This is an antique, but I just wanted to show you guys a little something. If you know anybody who cannot afford lessons, who is interested in music lessons, I teach them for free. And
free!
Free. Who's giving anybody anything for free?
And classically trained pianists too.
Classically trained pianists.
Concert pianists.
Concert pianists. I'm doing a concert this year. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
But the thing is, everybody doesn't want to be a classical musician. I can play other stuff too.
All right, let's just. That's my song right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't sing that.
You can sing it.
I can't sing that.
You
I can sing it with like the song, but my daughter is a singer, not me.
Somebody gonna sing with us? Oh, I'm a hunchback. Oh my God.
That's all right. Sit up straight. Posture.
Posture, darling.
Awesome.
Okay, listen, that's a PR nightmare. You see, but that's okay. Posture, darling.
I'm still trying to connect to freaking Facebook on my phone. I can't see any. You got the comments on your side, right? We're still working through technical difficulties, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, so what do we got here, comments? We're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. It's the first show.
Leave some comments.
We're allowed to have a whole bunch of bloopers. Where is the Donovan located?
Mike?
Let me put his comment up. Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you for your comment, Mike.
Mike, are you going to stalk me? No, I'm just kidding.
No, Mike is awesome. He's awesome. He's a great
kidding.
Speaker and everything.
Mike, I'm from New York City originally, but I am located in Atlanta, Georgia right now. But I travel all around the world. And so wherever you are located, I can get there. Hi, D.
I finally got
Don't
Facebook
be telling
up.
my business, girl. I might be incognito. The world is in disarray right now. You know what I mean? You giving up my location. You're supposed to hold rank. And I have something for you, by the way. Call me. Anyway, more on that later. So we were discussing you know, I give free piano lessons.
Right.
So anybody who's interested,
go ahead.
Anybody who's interested, it's completely free. You know, we prefer that the age ranges are 18 and under, and we prefer that the children are like at least 6 years old, because at 6 o'clock, I said 6 o'clock. At 6, you know, they're a little more patient. We can work with them, you know, and you don't even have to have a musical instrument. We provide, you know, music education for those who don't have actual instruments.
That's great.
You can check out. Good. Hi, baby. All my friends.
Oh, here comes all your. Okay, here comes
baby.
All your comments. All right.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Mama. You guys like my curly hair?
I love it. Don't. I love it. I thought it was a wig when I first came on.
She was like, "Oh my God!" She was like,
"Gorgeous."
She was like, "Oh, what's that situation you got on top of your hair?" I'm like, "This is my hair."
I said, "You look beautiful."
I'm
That's
like,
what
"This is my hair." She's like, "That's your hair." I'm like, "Yes." What do you think? It was a wig? She was like,
I really did, because it was perfect. It looked so much better than mine right now. But it was raining. But we've got lots of people checking in, and I'm still trying to connect to my freaking Facebook.
Slow and steady, darling.
You have yours up, though, so we can see comments on my page. Just give me your phone.
Yeah, and share it to some groups and stuff.
Let's see here.
I don't know how it works, but anyway, guys, you can go to my website, www.thedonovan.org, and from there you can apply for services, and that'll get you basically signed up for our free music lessons. And if you're interested in donating to our cause, you can go to www.thedonovan.org.
Sorry.
From there you can apply. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. You got to be a whiz at this. We're live.
We are.
Hello. Over the
multitasking.
Top. Multitasking.
Does this turn the volume all the way down? Because
can
we make it sign? So if I click, okay.
I just muted it so we won't hear that anymore.
Okay, got it.
But the comments are, I think, coming.
Yeah, and I see them here too, so that's good. Yeah, and they're all Facebook comments, so we're good. We're good.
So if you look up the Donovan's Venom, you can find our charity on GoFundMe. We're legitimate 501c3, so we're doing so much. You know what I mean? We're going to be doing so much this year. We just did a holiday toy drive. We serviced so many families. Everybody who's donated, thank you. Thank you.
She got your back for real.
She did.
Donovan.org.
Listen, D is one of my. This is my family. I love her. She's amazing. She has the most beautiful family. You know what I mean? She's always been a supporter of mine. I owe you a personal concert. Listen.
All right.
But yeah, guys. So, okay, what's next?
No, you're fine. All right, so we've got the nonprofit. Now, where are you from originally? You said New York.
I'm born and raised in New York City, Harlem, 111th Street, Fifth Avenue, Manhattan. You know what I mean? You know.
So let me ask you, growing up, how was it for you growing up in Harlem? How long did you stay in Harlem?
I stayed in Harlem all my childhood. I was a different person back then. You know, I come from a place where we had to fight a lot. You know, we talked about each other all the time. You know, see, the word bullied is a new thing. You know what I mean? Like when we used to say bullied, that was like you were getting beat up, your lunch money was getting taken from you. You know, there was usually one kid that picked on one person. Usually, you know, somebody who we call like a nerd or something like that. But back then, there was no real such thing, because they taught us like, somebody hit you, did you hit him back? You know what I mean? Type of thing. So we had to fight, child.
Oh, you know? I did too. I fought a whole lot growing up. You can ask my sister. Oh my God. You can ask my sister. So I'm just going to dig right into some stuff here, because this is Over the Top TV. So we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff.
Okay, I'm nervous.
All right. Now, don't be nervous.
She wouldn't prep me.
No, you're not allowed. No.
Darling,
because we don't do scripted nothing. Okay? Because you never know who or what is in the room. That's the whole theme of Rhonda's room, you know, and this is over the top. And it's over the top because we have the ability to have people play.
You know Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, I love you so much.
Know Michelle?
I love Michelle.
Oh, that's my girl right there, Michelle.
She's a real one.
We just did the next assignment together. And
She's
I know her
so talented. If you guys know Michelle Lamb, great.
Yes.
If you don't know Michelle
fantastic
Lamb,
actor. You need to cast her. She just had this post the other day
talented,
to promote her. So I'm telling you guys, if you need a fabulous female actor that will kick your ass on stage, Okay,
Live
Michelle
film.
Lamb is the one to do it. She's in what, Ebony Hustle right now, I think is what she's in. She's in some
everywhere.
mistress.
You talking about a
She
hustler?
is down and all this leather and got
And versatile.
She got a heel on a guy's
Yeah,
neck
beating
and all
some.
this
I was
other
like, girl,
stuff.
why you beat that man up?
You go.
Listen.
Modern day Foxy Brown. That's what she reminds me of.
Yes, Foxy
Michelle
Cleopatra.
is my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Green. Okay, I got to bring this on. I got to bring Ron on. Over the Top TV. Now, this is one of my sponsors, Ron Green. Now,
Hi, Ron.
He helped me with a lot of video stuff. And again, the promo that you guys saw, not the promo, the premiere for Rhonda's Room was made by Lauren Michael Harris. The opening show, the thing for the show, and I'm going to we'll take a break in a second. I'm going to play it again. We're going to premiere it since it was a little bit late. But Ron is my guy. If you need any videography or anything like that too, Ron is definitely your guy for that. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a break. Okay, we're going to get ourselves situated now that we're breathing with people and we got it somewhat figured out here. I'm going to replay the premiere for those of you that missed it because we had some problems starting. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Enjoy the premiere again. Let me figure out how in the hell to do this. Hold on, guys. All right, here we go. Okay, we are back. All right, and that amazing premiere, the opener for the show was made by none other than the fabulous Lauren Michael Harris. If you need an opener, he is your guy, okay? And he's watching somewhere on here, I'm sure. And if I knew all your information, I would say it. All right, so let's get on to because we never know what we're going to talk about in Rhonda's Room. So you came up in Harlem. Now let me just ask you point blank, let's just start the conversation.
Okay.
What do you consider yourself?
What do I consider myself?
Yes. Are
in
you,
regards to?
Let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you okay? Are you trans? Are you drag? Are you bi? Are you what do you consider yourself?
That's a very interesting question, but it's quite simple. I am not trans. I wouldn't consider myself a drag queen. Although people would consider me like a cross-dresser, but that's their label, not mine. I wear whatever I want.
Right.
But I'm a boy, you know what I mean? And I like being one. And I am gay.
Okay.
That's the word to use.
Okay.
I need a man, a husband, a good one.
Lauren's husband is a gay relationship coach.
Who's Lauren?
Lauren Michael.
Where are you, Lauren? Where is Lauren?
You need to meet his husband, Brian. That is
Lauren.
That is your dude right there.
Every single one. Now, listen, all these people in these comments that's supposed to be my friend, where is my husband? Why ain't nobody hooking me up with nobody? Where is the date? Rhonda, where's the date?
If I knew, I'd have it too myself, to be honest with you. But all right, so
a good man though. Don't send me just because the man is easy to get.
Right, yeah, exactly. So let me ask you, how did you start playing? When did you start playing? Where did that come from? Because you're classically trained. So what does that mean for everybody out there when somebody says they're classically trained?
Well, a classically trained pianist differentiates from any other traditional pianist, and that word is used loosely, when you have formal education. So I am a collegiate, pianist. I graduated with a degree from a college in music and performance and, music theory. D said, I don't have time, child. You always have time for a good husband, child. I'm trying to be like you. But anyway, the point is, I went through college. So a classically trained pianist is someone who studied music theory, scales, classical music, the different periods throughout classical music, technique, classical technique, Russian technique, you know what I mean? That's what makes a classical pianist, somebody with formal training and education.
Okay, awesome. I was trying to pull up these banners, but I don't know how to work your computer. I'm using his laptop, so that's why I'm like struggling right now. But so how long have you trained though?
Oh,
like when did you start?
It's been a long time. But I do tell you this. I was a musician a long time. Mm-hmm. But once I turned like 12, mm-hmm. I knew that I loved the instrument.
And what was it that let you know that you loved it, and you had a passion for it?
Okay, so this is the thing. This is a little secret about the Donovan. So I don't do drugs, right? Mm-hmm. That's not the point. The point is, what I imagine drugs to be like is what I feel when I'm 6 hours deep in practicing. Nice. So I get so high. Nice. Like I like literally my heart is racing. I feel so, oh my gosh, it's the best feeling in the world. And I started feeling that for the first time when I was like 12. And I knew that I loved it so much. And it was a great escape. You know what I mean? Just from life in general, things started getting crazy around. We all go through stuff, especially that teenage pubescent stage. You know what I mean? It got tough, but God is good. And, I fell in love with music, and that was all she wrote. I was inseparable with it ever since.
So what was your hardest time? What were you trying to escape from?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Well, we got to get the conversation going. We got to dig in. We got to.
You know what it was at the time? That's when I left New York City.
Right.
I went to live with. This is real private, y'all. I don't ever talk about this kind of stuff.
See now, I'm gonna give you the thing. See the thing with Rhonda's room, and it's so funny. Everybody says, Rhonda, I don't ever talk until I get into your, and that's the thing. It's like it just happens.
This is why she didn't give me no questions. Because if I would have seen this on the show, I'm not answering this. Girl.
You don't have. Well, if I ever ask something you don't want to answer, you don't.
It's good because it's motivating. Listen, I got separated from my mother.
Okay.
And this is nothing like a terrible situation. I went to live with my father. He was in Alabama. Don't get me started on Alabama. I'm so sorry in advance if anybody here is from Alabama. Please. Oh, she said, Miss Pierre said real all the time. Anybody from Alabama, I'm sorry in advance. Hi, baby. Hi, Jen. Happy New Year. I love you. Happy New Year. I love you, Jen. I moved to Alabama, and my father was very, very different. He was a dad, and, he was tough. He was really, really, really tough. But it's crazy because as much as I hated it then, I wake up every morning and I'm like, damn, what amazing lessons that taught me. But
that's a good way to look at it, because a lot of times people get like really, what's the word? They get real, I can't even think of it.
Traumatized.
Yeah, well, beyond traumatized, they get real rebellious. Rebellious, that's the word I was looking for. Like if you have a rough time and stuff like that. Like they shut down. They don't see the lesson.
That's a good point. And, people, especially in my community, LGBT, we have to find our saving grace in some way. Thank the universe, thank the heavens, thank God that music was mine, because so many of my other friends went to sex, went to drugs, went to so many things. But I went to music. My dad was so hard on me, you know what I mean, to the point where I loved school because it was an escape. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, oh God, I get to get away for just a few hours. God, thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? And my dad had this really big thing where he wanted to like make me a man. You know what I mean? And not in like a nasty or vindictive or abusive way. Like, you know what I mean? But like, instilling in me hard work. My dad hated laziness. Gotcha. He thought children should be worked like slaves. You know what I mean? So from sun up to his philosophy was like, I don't care about your homework. You do your homework on your time.
Up. Really?
Yes, he said you do your homework on your time.
Wow.
You know.
Well, that just attests to you. I mean, to become, so involved and such expert on the piano and the studying and the time. I mean, that's an honor to you, just that you were able to find that and that you didn't go the other way, that you didn't get discouraged and give up and stuff like that. You actually put all of your turmoil and all of that into your art, and that's why it comes out the way it does. And it's incredible.
Fun fact that a lot of people don't know: piano was not my first instrument.
Really?
No, it wasn't.
What
and
was
I
your first
actually
instrument?
taught myself to play piano.
Get out of here!
Initially, yes.
Okay.
So this is. And I never tell this story, so you guys are in for a real treat if you want to get to know me. Guys, add me on Facebook if you're not my friend on here. Facebook, the Donovan Vernon. And, keep in touch. My Instagram is at I am the Donovan. Tell me you love me. Tell me how beautiful I am. If you're watching this, send some comments. Listen, I feel really fat. I need to lose 20 pounds, but that's okay.
You do not need to lose 20 pounds. Oh, my God.
I'm looking in this mirror.
You look
I'm like,
fantastic.
Girl.
Whatever.
Woo.
If I stand up, I'm like two of you, okay? I'm thick. I'm like, literally, look. I'm like two of you here, see? So, but hey, we still rocking it, though. We looking good. We looking good, Donovan. Look at this. We looking good.
Husbands.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway. I was like, stop saying that. I ain't interested. So I'm like,
Jason! Oh, we hit the thing. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Jason!
Hi,
Love
Jason.
you so much. All right, so we had somebody guess on here. I don't want to put it up on the comment. They guessed what your first instrument was.
Guitar.
So they were right. They were right.
No,
see?
they weren't.
No? Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take that off.
No, I mean, it's fine. 20 pounds. But hi, Kristen.
Right.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Tell them 20 pounds where? That's exactly what I said.
I'm losing 20 pounds. Listen, I don't want it. A lady never tells her weight, and a lady never
Rhonda,
tells her
thick
age.
is in, baby. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, but I gotta tone up, child.
What?
I gotta be.
Tone what?
Yes, child. I'm on here sagging and looking all kind of crazy, but that's not the point.
Guitar. Get back to
all
that.
y'all new people. I'm looking for a husband. Okay, this is the theme of the video. I'm taking over the show.
This is now
the Donovan finds a husband. Okay, a good one. And I need to stop saying that. Speaking of which, when you asking and manifesting for stuff, don't just ask for anything. Because the Lord has sent me a few potential husbands. I done got proposed to quite a few times in my life, but I still
just
got
because
the
they're
rings.
there doesn't mean
it ain't worth nothing.
Right.
Send me a good one. Let me put an emphasis on good. Anyway, guitar was not my first instrument, but it was a string instrument. I was a cellist. So my very first instrument.
I knew that because I asked him the other.
Yes.
But very good. So cello.
Yes, cello.
Okay.
So when I left New York, I couldn't take my cello. And so, and I didn't have a passion for music at that time anyway. It was just something that I did because I had to, and it was whatever.
Okay.
I told you guys my saving grace was school. I used to love going to school, and I used to love going to church.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I went to, oh gosh, and I never tell this story. Oh my God.
We're getting all the good stuff, guys. All the stories he never tells anybody.
Mr. McIntyre, I don't know where you are in this world, but I owe so much of who I am to you. Thank you so much. Anyway.
Who's Mr. McIntyre?
Mr. McIntyre worked at my school, but he also worked, he was a deacon in the church.
Okay.
And they were looking for someone to play piano for the church.
Right.
And he was like, well, I'll give you a keyboard if you'll learn for the church. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll learn for the church. I'm sorry, God, I never did play for the church.
Right.
But I took the keyboard and I started learning. And I would be in there hours.
Wow.
And in the back room, I would hide away for hours.
So how do you teach yourself the piano? Because that just blows my mind. I know so many people that do that. You just start playing, and
a lot of people do it unsuccessfully.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And no disrespect.
Right.
Because I was poor playing. I was a poor playing pianist when I was teaching myself. But you want to move around?
No, I'm trying to think of how to grab your book without getting up. I'm trying to
go ahead and grab it
because it's gonna be my whole ass is gonna be in the picture here in a second. Well, y'all just gonna see. Okay, we just gonna do it. Okay.
Oh,
So here we go.
that's an interesting thing.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
question.
the Luscious, by the way. I made peace with my ass, and I named her the Luscious. Okay.
Wow.
So you just got a glimpse of the Luscious. Lucky you.
Is there a personal trainer here? Listen.
I know lots of personal trainers.
All right, I need one. But that's not the point.
Shut up. You do not.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm not listening no more. Not listening no more. I'm like, we're closing the window. Okay.
The keyboard came with these are the notes.
Mm-hmm.
So I studied that book.
Right.
I started telling everybody I knew, hey, do you know anything about the piano? Do you have any books?
Right.
Miss Ruth Hart, thank you so much. She was the first person to ever she gave me all her old piano books.
Mm-hmm.
And I took all of those old books and I started teaching myself how to read music. There was no such thing as Google back then. Mm-hmm. We didn't really even have access to the internet. So I just had to take these books, and my sight reading was terrible. And my dad was the first person to ever invest. He bought me 2 piano lessons. And that was that. Those 2 piano lessons, the person taught me all of the scales. They wrote them all down.
Wow.
And left me with it.
Nice.
And I taught myself. So for years, I taught myself. And then I was very blessed. I went back with my mom, and I found someone, Miss Mary Jackson. I love you so much. I never tell this story. Okay. But Mary Jackson, oh gosh, I can't get emotional. But
yes, you can.
Anyway,
yes, you can.
Mary Jackson was a woman who I found. She was referred to me by my chorus teacher. And long story short, she wound up putting me on a scholarship.
Nice.
She taught me piano completely for free.
So that's where the idea came from for the nonprofit?
That is why I give back. That is why I teach piano for free.
See, I love you. That's just awesome. Seriously, that's wonderful. And that's a perfect segue into this. So tell everybody what this is.
This is the Donovan's piano room, darling.
Yes.
Oh, the femme fatale. Vanessa, what do you know about this?
Wait. Stay on point. Stay on point,
sorry,
people.
I can't read the comment right
okay. All right.
We'll say about it later. This is the Donovan's piano room, okay? This is my very first book.
Keep it in the frame. Keep it in the frame. It's like theater. Find the light. Find the light. Stay in the frame.
One of many.
So you wrote this.
Book 1, yes. And this is my very own original book that teaches you every single thing that you need to know about piano. Now listen to me and listen to me closely. Okay, as someone who's graduated with multiple degrees in music, and from someone who initially started playing themselves, if you have an interest in learning music, you want to learn from me. You know what I mean? Because I have the experience. I use pictures, I use diagrams, I use words, I use many things.
And you made this yourself.
I did.
You formatted it yourself.
I did not hire a single individual to do anything.
That's incredible. That's just again, that's another testament to your artist. Don't show them the whole book. They gotta buy the book.
This is just a tease, So, but I want you to know what you're getting involved in. You know what I mean?
How do people take lessons with you now? Do they go to a studio? How do they take lessons? Like, what if they're not local?
So that's a great question. The pandemic, I've been teaching virtually for years, but the pandemic has made it much more acceptable. I am a very experienced virtual teacher because so many of my clients have moved away, have tried to follow me, and I travel so much, and they're like, listen, my children don't like anybody else. Like, we only want to go with you. You know what I mean? So when that started happening, I was like, well, I want to still service these children and I love these families. I started teaching virtually, like on Zoom.
I'm just going to come down here so I can comment. I'm just going to get down here. This is going we're going to make this work. Okay, go ahead. Keep talking. So
basically, I just started teaching virtually. So follow me on Facebook, send me a message. I am the Donovan on Instagram, all my social media. All right.
So how do they reach you? I'm going to type it in here. I'm going to put the banner up now. So how do they reach you?
My Facebook is the Donovan.
Well, not the Do you have a website, or how do they contact you? Or
My website is www.thedonovan.org. Okay, so you can find me there. If you can't afford lessons, don't even worry about it. Just contact me. You know what I mean? You might be a lucky winner of a private one-on-one scholarship. Yes, that is my website.
Okay.
And then, we do group lessons for everybody that qualifies all throughout the year.
Okay.
You go to that website, thedonovan.org, you fill out an application, and, we'll teach you everything I know about music. You get a free copy of the book. The book is actually available now everywhere. I haven't. So
did they order the book from the website too?
Not yet. I haven't even told people that the book is live. The book is available on Amazon and everywhere.
Okay.
These are proofs, but the book is live now. I'll be making a more in-depth announcement about it later. But I'm working on special packages where people who have the book, they can also get like the audio book as well.
Okay, that's good. So
audio is very important.
Okay.
The Donovan's Piano Room.
Very good. So then with that, okay, so we put this up here. Julius is watching and he said that he wants to learn.
That's amazing. Jen, does Julius have a keyboard already? Or what instrument is he really interested in learning? I would love to teach him. That'll be no problem at all. And you guys are really, really close. So I would love to teach him. That'd be great.
Awesome. So with learning, and you said that was your love. And so now I'm going to scroll. I don't know if I could. You said you started with the cello.
Yes.
I want to show this comment. Okay, this is from Kina. All right. Did you choose the cello because it gives you a sense of close personal contact and having confidence or being confident?
You know what that is? I read that and I thought that was such an
she's
amazing...
deep. She's my assistant. So she's like at the radio show. Kina's my assistant.
Hi, Kina.
I needed you here. You know what? I should have asked you to come here because we are in freaking, like, we're really close to where you live right now. And I just thought about that. I was like,
Kina, come over.
Doggone it. She could have been doing all this stuff to which we've been trying to figure out. Sorry.
That's a really
great
question. I think it's such a romantic instrument, and to be able to hold it so close to you, that is a great observation. No, I was too young at the time to even care. You know what I mean? And I didn't love the cello. I had no real passion for that instrument at all. Like most people that pick up an instrument, they play it, they didn't really fall in love. It was the piano. There are no words to truly... Okay, this is going to sound weird, and I know it's probably not comparable, but I would imagine the feeling to be like how you feel after you give birth, like to a child, and you put that child on you for the first time. It's like nothing in the world is as special as that. Yeah. When I'm playing and when I'm really in my soul with it, it's like, oh my gosh.
And that reminds me, and you're probably gonna get mad that I bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I was so touched by your holiday concert, the song you wrote.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if we could get a little bit from that or not. I don't know.
You want me to sing?
I would love that. Would y'all want him to sing? He made first tell the story, and then if you feel like it, you feel like it. If you don't, you don't. But the story behind this song
I wanted to sing it and
was so magnificent.
Well, my back to the...
They just hear your voice and hear to play. It don't matter.
Okay, we'll think about the
We're working it out, okay? We're working it out.
So Christmas is Better
is a song that you made.
It's a complete original. It's available everywhere. iTunes,
it is the most
Amazon
beautiful melody. It's the most soothing. Seriously, Donovan. I mean, that stopped me in my tracks when I heard that. And then yes. And then when I heard you sing, I was like, oh my God, I was blown away because it sound. You know what it sounded like? It sounded like a movie, like Rent. Where they're playing and
Broadway.
They're singing. That's what it sounded like to me. It was on that level, and I was just like, oh my God, that like brought tears to me. Well, I told you that when I was watching that and stuff like that. But tell us a story about that composition.
I did a concert for ATL Pride, and that's what she's referring to. So, okay. So it's a really emotional story behind the song "Christmas is Better." Long story short, many eons ago. I won't tell my age, but we were babies. You know, we were really young. And my best friend in the whole wide world, Daquan Smythe, I love you so much, my darling. He passed away. We were just like 20, 21 years old. And, you know, he passed from like HIV. And, you know, I was so depressed after that, you know. So many good things were happening to me in my life. You know, I had bought my first home. You know what I mean?
How old were you when you bought your first home? That's incredible.
Yeah, I was young. I was 20, 21.
Yeah, bought your first home. So not only are you gifted, not only did you train yourself piano, not only are you classically trained, and you graduated with music degrees from major schools. We're just gonna leave it at that. You bought a house at 21 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, and now your friend passed, unfortunately. So how did this song come about?
When he passed away, I was depressed for years, like for a couple of years. And then in 2000 and oh my gosh, I was so depressed. Like I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't take a shower. Like I couldn't even move to go brush my teeth. Like I couldn't move. You know, I was so sad. I felt so alone. You know, he was a person that knew all of my secrets. You know what I mean? And you don't get many people in your life that know all of your secrets, you know, and he literally took them to his grave, and I couldn't get over it. But eventually, you know, he came to me and was just like, let my legacy live on. You know what I mean? Through your music, you know? And so I wrote this song called Christmas is Better. And the lyrics is, you know, tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm nice. You just tell me I'm better than last year's July. No, I won't cry. I hope you approve, because Christmas it's better. It's better with you.
Aww.
You know, and I just did it in his memory. Okay.
Wow, everybody's asking you to sing.
I'll do it
itsy
bitsy little bit of it.
Your music, I want you to read what because she's real poetic when she writes. Your music is your own construction of Olympus and heaven all in one.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
So
I'm not warmed up in any way, shape, size, or form. And like I wasn't even singing. It's like really not
whatever.
Okay. And this is an antique.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh. Just tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm better than last year's July. I know I won't cry. I hope you approve, 'cause Christmas is better. It's better with you.
It's just a little snippet.
It's a little something.
That's beautiful.
No, I won't cry.
Beautiful.
Hope you approve.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Go listen to it on iTunes, guys. I'm going to do a remastered version soon. You know, probably for the next holiday, because we did a huge holiday spectacular.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that quick. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to do this, because I know this slot is supposed to technically be 1 hour from 8 to 9, but we've only been on 44 minutes, but it's like almost 9. So, Aaron, if we go over, I'm sorry, and I'm hoping it won't cut off on the E3. So we'll
sorry, Aaron.
We'll figure it out. But the holiday spectacular that you just did, yes. How did that come together?
So the holiday spectacular, we're gonna do one every single year. It'll be
I'm helping with the next one. I can't wait.
Okay, so what we do, we get the best artists from all over, and we celebrate all the holidays that we can celebrate. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, anything that you can think of. We do music. We had a harpist, Lyrical Holmes. Thank you so much. We had the most amazing lineup of singers. I was there on the piano. I was singing. We were doing so many amazing things, and it was really awesome. You know, we I also did something with ATL Pride, you know what I mean? A mini Christmas concert, you know what I mean?
Incredible.
I love the holidays, and especially this year when there's so much going on. And I even did a toy drive with my nonprofit organization, the Donovan's Venom. We serviced over so many families.
Yeah. And he even gave me a bag of toys for my grandkids, and they were incredible. They were not like just cheap toys. They were really nice. And you should have seen, matter of fact, when we get off of here, I'm going to show you when the boys, when they were opening it and stuff like that. I'm going to show you the video and stuff too. But that was incredible.
Yeah, you know, it was a beautiful thing. First of all, anybody who donated a single penny, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, there would have been no toy drive without it. There were so many costs behind doing that, and I put up thousands of my own dollars, you know, but that was so worth it to be able to see all of those smiling faces. It was so worth it to have parents coming up to me saying, you know what, this year has been so freaking hard. Yeah. Thank you so much, because that just made the difference between us having presents to open and having absolutely nothing. Right.
So what do you got coming up? You got something big coming up.
I have something, I have quite a few things.
I'm so excited about it.
I'm working on a solo concert.
Yay!
So I haven't done a concert in a while since Genesis Live. So this concert is going to be Genesis Live. Awesome. You know, if you guys want to hear me really slay on those keys, you can look up my very first album, Genesis Live. It's a mixture between all of my favorite classical pieces. Actually,
I have that. I bought that.
The name is quite significant. Because all of those songs were some of the very first songs that I ever fell in love with.
Really? So what's your favorite song? Could you play just a snippet of it since we're winding down?
Okay. One of my favorite songs is Fantasy Impromptu. I already played a little bit of that. You know, I played that. Should I play a different one?
That. Yeah. You play whoever your favorite composer
is. So this is Chopin. Oh my goodness. So I gotta stop looking at myself.
Stop it.
This is one of my favorites. But then I love, you know, Beethoven.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of Moonlight Sonata.
Oh yeah.
Some of my, oh gosh, I love it. This piano is over 100 years old. I gotta stop reading this.
You look fabulous.
And then I can play a little bit of gotta come to one of my concerts.
Incredible. Yes. Incredible.
And I'll be playing on like a Steinway or Rebecca Stein or Busendorfer or Petrov, something fabulous and amazing. I want to have it available where, you know, I can set a certain amount of tickets aside for families, you know, of lower socioeconomic status to come who've never experienced completely for free. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to be amazing. You know, I practice when I'm preparing for a concert 6 to 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? And it's really, really, really amazing to give back to the community. Dee has been to one of my concerts. Dee came to the actual recording of Genesis Live. Because Genesis Live was really recorded live. Wow. I had a concert and we had all of the stuff set up to record it. And it was recorded live. We had somebody doing poetry live as well, because I wrote all of those poems that are throughout Genesis Live.
I love the way you do that when you're talking and you're introducing each song and you're like going in another direction. It is the most artistic. You got to download that, guys, and it's not expensive at all either. You know?
And if you have any music subscription, you can listen to it for free.
I have it on my phone. Like I got the whole album downloaded on my phone, and I play it when I'm driving. I just put it on there and I play it. It's incredible.
Thank you so much
for
that.
It's like real artistic, and I love what you did with
Dee's
it.
whole family came. I can't wait for your whole family to come to the next one. Yes, and Dee's mom is an amazing seamstress. She made a custom robe for me.
Nice.
It was awesome. That was one of the most amazing moments in my life.
Okay.
And so I look forward to the next one. The pandemic is making it a little difficult.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we've been looking for the venues and stuff, and they only want to allow 40 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have to really think about it.
Well, you know what you can do? Here's what we can do, because what we're doing on the E360 platform, in a couple of weeks, they're having a live pay-per-view jazz concert with several people. We could do, I would love to premiere a concert for you live on E360, and all we need is me and you, and we could do it as a pay-per-view, just like they're doing for the jazz.
That could be an option.
And I know other, like,
we'll talk about the details off camera.
Yeah, we can.
Darling.
Lots of stuff that we can do, definitely.
Yeah,
with this platform.
that sounds good.
Definitely.
So
we had a question real quick. What's the youngest age to start playing an instrument?
It really depends, on the child. I've taught as young as 4, you know what I mean? But I think it's very rare that a 4-year-old will have the patience to sit, but you can start introducing them to music at about 4, but don't ever put any real pressure until I say about 6.
So what if they don't have an instrument, like you said? How would they learn?
So one of the things that we do with my organization is, because we're a new organization and we're still raising money and we're still, developing as an organization.
That's spelled right?
Yep, thedonovan.org. You can go there to make a donation or to apply for services. Children who don't have any instruments, we start by teaching them the fundamentals of music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because not everybody wants to be a pianist. Not everybody wants to be a guitarist. Some people want to be singers. Some people want to be songwriters. Some people want to be producers.
Right.
But I tell you one thing, having the fundamentals of music theory is where it all starts. And that's what makes you the best.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we start there. We teach you how to read music. We teach you to understand the science of music, how music works. We teach you rhythm. 90% of musicians that are starting have poor rhythm.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's the worst skill because you can fake it.
So what about all the people that play by ear, but they can't read? Like, how would they be able to make the transition? Because I know a lot of people. So even if they're doing something right now by ear, they can get with you to get the fundamentals and up their abilities and stuff like that. Okay.
Absolutely. And this is the thing. We teach ear training too.
Awesome.
Here's the thing. The best musicians do it all.
Yeah.
The best musicians can do everything.
Right.
So, funny story. I used to be a really pretentious musician, and I used to be like, ew, you play by ear? Ha, 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 ha. Until I went to a New York City jazz club. When I say they put me to shame, they put me to shame. I was a baby musician at the time, and it totally changed my perspective. Okay. And an older gentleman sat me down. He was like, listen, young grasshopper, the best can do it all.
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
Good.
So you need to do it all. And I started learning improvisation, which is so difficult. All of that stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, I should do a fashion show.
Yep. Now we're winding down, so we're gonna have to wrap it up in a couple of minutes here and do our closing things. But go ahead and speak to this real fast. I would think you'd be fabulous to do a fashion show.
Well, this is the thing. I'm an artist, right?
Yes.
So even with our holiday spectacular, that's what we do. We had designers create the sets. We had painted murals. We do everything ourselves that make it fun, I have not yet.
I want to see that too.
I want to see. I boycotted Netflix. Is it on Netflix or Disney Plus?
I think
Somebody send me y'all Disney Plus password.
I don't know. Now we're winding down. We got like 2 minutes or so at the end to end here. So people can reach you by thedonovan.org.
Thedonovan.org is a way that you can find me. Send us an email, apply for an application. Please make a donation if you're watching this and you want to support us. If you want to find me on social media, I am The Donovan. All my social media platforms are there. And if you just want to connect, you can add me right here on Facebook. the Donovan Vernon, and I'm not sure how that works, if I'll be tagged, but yeah, I should
We'll
be
figure
tagged.
it out. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be
definitely make sure
tagged.
you're
Add me. Y'all help me
Yes.
find a husband. Those are my closing remarks. A good one, child. Who y'all know? Who y'all know on here?
This has been incredible. Thank you guys for your patience, with everything today. And I'm going to close out. We're going to show this opener one last time. But Donovan, thank you so much for all of this. And thank you everybody for your comments. Please share this. Seriously, there's lots of people that could use his expertise, and somebody find this man a husband.
A good one, child. A good one.